Hello, this is a quick update in relation to my collection for sale on Instagram, where I list my tarot collection for sale. I am currently liquidating my tarot collection, as some of you know, and other bits and pieces there as well, which is why I name the Instagram my collection rather than my tarot collection for sale. I'm hoping to sell other things on there as well, although I think the algorithm will prevent me from doing that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I would like to answer a couple of questions and then give you a quick update about where things are at and my hope for the future, my plan for the future, and perhaps just a quick update in general after that. So two questions I've been asked a lot is first one is why you're selling your collection, your tarot collection. Second, when is my next phase of tarot liquidation going to hit the market? So, to answer the first question, and thank you again to those of you who hung out with me on a live stream chat for 2 hours to help me figure this out. And it is a bit interesting that I was stumped when I asked this question. I couldn't answer. And the answer is because my life have returned to normal. And I kind of figured that with a lot of the tarot folks that I know of or that I know, it's almost as if something earth shattering is happening and you've given up your tarot collection, like you're converting to a new religion or something like that. In my case, it is quite the opposite. My life was at a point of crisis, and that's when I turned to tarot, and now my life is back to normal. Although I am left with scars, like most of us when these things happen, and those scars you know, help us form who we are in the end. This toolkit, this crisis management toolkit, is no longer needed as much. In fact, it's no longer needed at all. And so I am left with collecting tarot for collecting's sake, for fun. And I think maybe about 2-3 years ago, it was mainly for fun. It was mainly an excuse to be social with people. And after that reason is gone, then the reason for collecting it kind of died a natural death in a way. I still have fun collecting, but tarot is not my only collection. I've collected pens recently. That's new. The others, like books and antiques, not serious antiques, just fun antiques, Art Nouveau jewelry, Victorian silvers, that sort of thing, those are not new. And in the grand scheme of my collection, my tarot collection isn't quite at the top of my list. And so, in my aim to be collection free by the time I am 60, in a way, I am starting with my tarot collection now. And phase one is this year. And to answer question two, then phase two, or a tier two of my collection, will hit the market, I am hoping, next year, but I can't make any promises. So speaking of tier one, that is the current batch, if until the end of the year I still have some left, I will either donate it or give it away. So far, I have given a lot away in a sort of friendly way. So it's a friendly giveaway. It wasn't attached to any marketing strategy or promotional strategy for either my channel or Instagram account or social media accounts, because I have no reason to. But I am thinking of doing a giveaway to promote the Instagram account, my collection for sale, potentially. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. The rest will be donated. Some of them have been donated to a local charity shop, which help a couple of New Zealand hospices, one of which service my father was a beneficiary of before he passed away 23 or so years ago. I don't know how I'm going to do this giveaway just yet to promote my Instagram account. I get the general sense that you ask people to tag or something like that, but my brain worked in a certain way that for some reason it is having a hard time trying to wrap itself around promotional strategies. I'm pretty good with investment or investing, but I'm not very good with marketing and sales. So bear with me as I figure that out. What else? I have asked people if they are wondering about any of the decks that you see here that you would like to express an interest. Feel free to direct message me on Instagram at my collection for sale. A few of you have, kindly do so. And to a few of you, I said, yep, sure. Make me an offer. You made me an offer. I sold them. I sold it, whatever it is that you're inquiring about. And in some other cases, you inquire, and I said that is going to be part of tier 2 or 3. So I thank you kindly for reaching out and for your patience and for, for following whatever the term is on Instagram there. So the other thing is my crystal collection. I am very conflicted about showing you my crystal collection, but I need to move them on. This is not one of them. I'm going to keep this one here. This is a dark, I don't know whether you call this Morian quartz or whether you simply call this very dark smoky quartz, but I have recently find it difficult to reconcile my conscience with the unethical industrial mining practices that I unfortunately come to see and come to realize. And so I've stopped collecting minerals, crystals, and stones and geological specimens such as this one here. I am left with a not substantial, I have only a few, but they tend to be large pieces like this, and it means that shipping is an issue internationally, especially today under the current world health situation that we're living in. So what I was hoping to do is to do a video of my crystal collection as a way of logging the particularities of each of these stones, because I'm beginning to forget. When I started collecting, I only have a short burst of collecting, maybe about a year or less, and then I stopped. And so my knowledge before I plunged myself into collecting crystals are not substantial in terms of these minerals, crystals, stones, and these geological specimens. But I learned a lot throughout the course of my collecting them, and then I stopped. And so the knowledge have came to my head really quick and fast, and so if I don't log these somewhere, I'll forget them. And so I am going to do one video, I think, of my crystal collection, but I am very, very conflicted because I do not want to encourage the appetite for these miracles of nature here and create more commercial activities for them. I don't want to contribute to that anymore. So I really don't know if I'm ever going to post that video or not. On the one hand, I would like to raise awareness about my real reservation of collecting crystals, and on the other, I don't want to contribute. So I am currently feeling the kind of conflict that I used to feel about showing out of print decks, which I am no longer feeling conflicted about. So also stay tuned for more out of print, for more videos on out of print decks that I will be posting here as part of my effort to promote my Instagram account, my collection for sale, where I will be selling and liquidating my tarot collection in phases, tier by tier, over the course of maybe a year or two. So that's it really. And I mentioned a couple of live streams. One of them is on the Tiger's Abyss. We spoke, four of us spoke for 2 hours. I was really hoarse by the end of it. And we'll be doing another one on Y's channel on the Cusp Tarot, I believe tomorrow my time, and probably Thursday your time, Friday my time. So I'll let each of the respective channels to promote that further, but I'm just mentioning that it was an interesting 2 hours of conversation about topics that have been in the back of my mind for a while, but that I've chosen not to speak publicly about before. But now that I'm leaving as such, it's kind of part of my own retrospective, and I found it quite cathartic. So if you have a couple of hours to spare, do check out that stream on the Tiger's Abyss. And the other one is going to be on Y's channel on the Cusp Tarot. So very quickly, I just want to show you what I have been collecting lately. So this is one pen that is carved acrylic, I believe, or resin, and there's carved one there by one pen turner. This is by another pen turner. The material have been hand poured by the same person, but the pens were turned by several different craftsmen. So this is by one person. This material's crafted by another person, although the acrylic is by the same man. And then this both acrylic, or both material and the penning, the turning of the pen was done by one studio, one workshop. All of them from the US. So that one there, under the sun, it looks quite a different color, which is interesting, because in the dark that looks really dark blue, but under the sun it's very, very colorful. So yeah, all the nibs are the same. All of these guys use a German nib called Jovo. They're quite comfortable, quite comfortable to use. And this is the Durian Pen, or called the Musang King, the king of Musang. Musang is like an animal in Southeast Asia called Musang. It's a bit like, I think it's a bit like a fox, but it's not quite. So that's the look of the durian, or somebody call it stinky fruit. And there's a little line drawing of a durian there, which kind of looked more like a crooked ring to me, but anyway. So yeah, and I'll be talking about that soon. And this kind of thing will be part of my tier 3. This will be the last to go, unless there is a compelling offer on my inbox. These two will go the last. So I will talk to you soon, I'm sure. Bye.